Hey folks, this is Brett with Linda Local. We are going to register a business for a Google business profile in this video. The business in question is called Agency Linda, and a good way to check on this is to search for the business in question in Google Maps. So if I search for Agency Linda, you will see that no results come up. So we need to go ahead and make our listing. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're signed in to the correct Google account here. So you can see I am signed in to my Agency Linda email. And now we want to go to business.google.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and sign in. That automatically signed me in because my browser has my password saved. So the first step here is to put in the business name. So I'm going to put in Agency Linda. Now I want to click on create a business with this name. Click continue. I'm setting this up as a service area business. Now, if you have a local store, obviously you would click this option, and if you've got an online retail store, you would click this option. The reason I paused momentarily is because the last time I did this, online retail was actually not an option, so that looks like something they've added in the recent past. So I'm actually going to click both of these checkboxes here because Agency Linda is a digital marketing agency. People can absolutely make purchases through our website. So now I will click next. Website, that's an easy one. agencylinda.com. I will click next. Business category, let's say digital marketing. They don't have that. Let's say we are a software company. Next. So where do you serve your customers? So in your case, you would put in the local area that makes sense for you. Since I'm in the Seattle area, I'm going to select Seattle. If you are a service area business, this is the type of business where customers don't walk through your doors. Things like plumbers or landscapers, where you go to where the work is, you can put in numerous different locales here. So for example, I could also put Snohomish County. That's all I'm going to include for now, but you can put 10 descriptors here. For example, we could even do Washington State if we wanted. You can even do the United States if you want. So put in all of the areas that make sense. If you are registering a non-service area business, this step here would simply just be putting in an address, your storefront where people are able to come and visit your business. But since we're doing a service area business here, these are the 4 areas I'm going to choose here. Now I'll click next. Add a phone number. Google will most likely send you a text message at some point for verification, so make sure you put a real phone number in here. I will click next. Put your business on the map. Start connecting with your customers across Google all in one place. Get discovered by people in your area, respond to reviews for your business, manage your business details across Google. If you want to be receiving emails from Google Business, you can check this box. Just be aware that your inbox will start receiving messages. I'm going to go ahead and click continue without checking that box. Okay, so enter your mailing address to verify. So what I'm going to do here is put in my street address, 21930. Here we go. It auto-completed it for me. I will click next. This is also that last step where you put in your address. It's also important to put in a real address because in some cases, Google will send you a postcard through the mail with a verification code. In this case, I'm going to choose to receive a text message, so I will click next. We can take a look at some of the other options here, which in my case, they didn't give me any. So let's click next. Text message, I will click next. And let me wait for the code. Okay, so I've just received a text message with a verification code, which is 049472. I will click verify. Now, it says you're now verified, so I will continue this process. Like I mentioned earlier, though, in some cases, Google will want to send a postcard to the mailing address you provided them. In some cases, they will ask you to record a video of your workspace, go outside, record the signage. So just be aware that it's not always this straightforward. I'm going to click next now. And we'll just go ahead and enter the hours. So we will say from Monday, we're open from 9 until 5 p.m. I'll do this for every weekday. 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Close at 5, 5. Now I'll click next. Add messaging. So in some cases, when you go to Google Maps and people click on your listing, if you want to give them the ability to send messages directly to your phone, or you can answer them through a browser on your computer, go ahead and leave this option turned on where you can accept messages, which I'm going to do. Now I'll click next. Add a business description. Okay, so in this field, you would actually go ahead and put a pretty straightforward description of what your business does and where you're located and what area you serve. In this case, I'm just going to paste a description in. We can go over it real quickly. Agency Linda is a premier software development company located in Seattle. We created a software platform that allows business owners to handle their digital marketing without the need of a costly agency. Our software suite allows for Google Business Profile, location management, reputation management, live chat support, and lead tracking. Our dedicated support team is always happy to assist our users in all matters. We look forward to replacing your agency. Now I'll click next. And here we can add photos of the business. So in my case, these photos do not exist yet. So we can actually come back to this and do this later. So for now, I'll click skip. If you have photos of your business, it might be a good idea to just go ahead, or pardon me, if you do not have photos of your business or good ones, it might be a good idea to just walk outside, take a picture of your storefront, take a picture of the working area, and just come in and drag those photos in right after you've taken them. Because I'm making a tutorial video, I'm not going to do that right here, right now. But if you can avoid skipping this step, you should. So let's go ahead and click skip. Claim your $500 free advertising credit. I'm going to skip this as well because that's sort of outside the scope of this video. You can contact our support if you have questions about this. For now, let's click skip. Your edits will be visible once you're verified. So let's go ahead and click continue. Okay, so despite the fact that I just received a text message and it told me that I am verified, we can see that I'm not yet verified. So this happens sometimes too, meaning that if I'm not signed into my own account and I search for Agency Linda on Google Maps, it's not going to show up until we complete this verification. So let me click on Get Verified here. Okay, enter your mailing address. I've already done this, 21930. Here we go. Click on Next. Okay, so they're going to send me a postcard. So let me go ahead and click Next. I will put my name in here. So it says it'll take up to 5 business days. So what happens is the verification postcard is very similar to a text message verification code. You'll receive it in the mail, and then once you have that code, you return and enter the code in. You can continue with the profile setup before you get the code. So, for example, this is a step we just skipped, adding photos. You can come add photos, put in things like holiday hours. But for now, I'm going to skip this and wait on the postcard to show up in the mail. So that's all we can do for this video for right now. We'll go ahead and pause this recording and resume once I've received this piece of mail. So bye for now. Okay, through the magic of video editing, it is now a few days later. I've just received the postcard in the mail. I mean, Google calls it a postcard. In this case, it looks more like a bank security letter where you need to kind of rip off the sides. And this is what the inside looks like when you open it. So we can see I've got a verification code down here, 98420. So here's the steps we need to go through to go ahead and finish verifying Agency Linda. So we need to go to google.com/verify-my-business, sign into the Google account, and enter the verification code. So let's do that. google.com/verify-my-business. So I'm already signed into the correct Google account. It was 98420. Verify. All right, we're now verified. You can reply to reviews, turn on chat, and more. So let's click next. Add photos of business. So I still don't have any appropriate photos, but it's a very easy thing to just explain, like we've already done earlier in this video, I believe. You just start dragging photos in here. For the sake of this video, I'm going to skip this. And I'm going to skip the free advertising credit. Okay, your edits will be visible once you're verified. We just got verified. Okay, so we can kind of see a few things to point out here. It says your business is not visible to customers, but then we also have this information banner. It usually takes a few minutes for Google to process the verification. So I'm going to go ahead and pause recording again, and we'll resume once we can see that it's fully verified. Okay, so I've just refreshed my browser. It's honestly less than 30 seconds after the last time I spoke. The business is now fully verified. You can see that we've got a Google Maps listing here. I put the full United States as a service area, so you can see it kind of draws this shape to make sure that it gets Alaska up here and Hawaii out here. But we can open it up and see it on Google Maps here. It put our pin way out here because I guess that is sort of the geographic center of the specified service area, which is the United States. As soon as I add a photo, it will show up here, and it will also show up here. It's the weekend as I'm recording this, so you can see right now that it says the business is closed. It'll be open Monday through Friday. But anyway, that's all there is to it. We can now answer questions that are submitted by users. We can respond to reviews. Everything is all done, and we can begin managing this location in Linda Local's location management. We can set up a reputation management campaign. We are good to go. That's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions, please contact our support. Take care.